Oh my gosh, it feels like a lifetime since I've seen this beautiful sight. We're back at Walt Disney World. And there it is, over the Seven Seas Lagoon, the Magic Kingdom. Dude, this is awesome. I could not be more pumped up. I'm so happy. Seriously, I can't tell you how happy I am. It feels almost like we're sailing home. Oh, and there she blows. In a way, it's been such a short time since I've been in the Magic Kingdom. It's only been a year, but so much I feel like has changed over here. I can't wait to get in the park. Yes, we've landed. And what a glorious sight to behold. I love that the clouds literally parted and the sun came out just for us to enter the Magic Kingdom. This morning when we woke up, it was like doom fog all over Orlando. And it was supposed to be cloudy all day. Even when we were leaving the hotel, it was all cloudy. And now just as we arrive at the Magic Kingdom, behold, that Disney sun is shining down on us. And just when we landed in Orlando, their cold spell ended. It's warm outside. I missed using magic bands. I missed the weather, the sunshine, and above all else, I missed entering in to the Magic Kingdom. Oh my gosh, it's beautiful. Look at Town Square. This is amazing. Yesterday we were at Epcot over at the Festival of the Arts to kick things off, and it was packed over there. So this is like an absolutely wonderful change of pace, and oh my gosh, there it is. It's been so long since I've set eyes on you. Cinderella's castle. What an absolutely glorious sight. Would you look at the size of that thing? Man, I've been at Disneyland so much lately that Magic Kingdom once again feels huge. It feels epic size to me again. Because of course everything in the Magic Kingdom is built on a much bigger scale than Disneyland. And you forget just what a huge difference it makes seeing a 189-foot castle at the end of Main Street instead of a 77-foot one. Dude, there's something about the Florida sunshine that just makes all the colors pop in the Magic Kingdom so hard. And look at this. It's afternoon now, and the Main Street vehicles are still running. I never expected that. I thought it'd be too crowded by now. So just like yesterday at Epcot, I'm getting all pumped up. I'm getting all overexcited. Look at Casey's Corner. It's been so long since I've seen Casey's Corner. I'm sorry, I know it's taking so long to really get going and get started out here today. But if everything goes according to plan today, we are going to have quite an adventure. So first I've got to come and soak in the views of that glorious castle, say hello to Walt and Mickey Mouse, get my bearings, feel like I'm home again, and then go see some things I have never seen here before. Gosh, maybe it's just me, but it feels like everything is so fresh and clean and new out here. Even the flowers are freshly planted out here. It feels like it's just for us. I'm actually a little bit surprised to see these guys are still out here. It's those Mickey and Minnie statues from the 50th anniversary of Walt Disney World, and it's incredible that was already 4 years ago. It feels like we were standing out here with the crowds for the 50th, like, I don't know, weeks ago, not years ago. Hang on, I gotta take one more glorious look at that castle. I missed this beautiful sight, and plus the sun just came back out. Gosh dang it, that's cool. All right, enough of my gawking. Like I was saying, so much has changed here in the Magic Kingdom since I was here last February and March. It felt like right after I left in June of 2024, a brand new attraction opened up here that everybody had been waiting for so long. The revamped former Splash Mountain. I'm talking about Tiana's Bayou Adventure. It opened up here in the Magic Kingdom before it opened up in California. And I actually haven't even ridden the version at home in California because I've been waiting to ride the original, technically, here at the Magic Kingdom. Plus, literally, just a couple of weeks after Tiana's Bayou Adventure opened up here, another revamped, reimagined attraction reopened at the Magic Kingdom, just yonder across the mini Mississippi in Frontierland. The old Country Bear Jamboree has reopened as the Country Bear Musical Jamboree. It was reimagined, new songs, something I've been waiting to reserve judgment on for myself once I see it in person, and that, I hope, is gonna happen right now. Of course, even more changes have been announced at D23, including the eventual removal of Tom Sawyer Island over there and the Rivers of America in front of us, which would include this steamboat, the Liberty Bell, and we'll get to all of that this week, I hope. Look at this. This is my first view of the opened Tiana's Bayou adventure at the Magic Kingdom down there under those cloudy skies. Look at this beautiful open green space. And even in the shade, look at that gorgeous riverboat. What would a Disney castle theme park be without its rivers and its steamboats? I don't know. I guess we're gonna find out. Well, let's worry about future changes at a future date. Right now, I want to see the things that are already open and that we can already get a sense of for ourselves. Oh yeah! Oh man, they're really letting that one out. That's gonna mean the Country Bear Musical Jamboree. Just as soon as Allie gets back from Starbucks, she's getting a croissant over there. She's hungry. So in the meantime, speaking of the mini Mississippi, back there we just came from Liberty Square up against the Rivers of America over here. And on this walkway, you'll notice this little tiny trickle, this little limpid stream. And boy, is it really trickling right now. Normally there's a little bit more of a flow. Coming out from right underneath that bridge over there. It's one of my favorite little Magic Kingdom details, one of the best little Magic Kingdom secrets. That was the mini Mississippi, because they planned out Liberty Square and Frontierland in the Magic Kingdom to reflect the sort of Western expansion and the history of the United States. So as you leave Liberty Square, you kind of go forward in time, but farther and farther west. And as they've widened the walkways over here, over the years, it's been harder to notice. But when you officially cross that line from Liberty Square in to Frontierland, you're actually passing over a bridge that's going right over that miniature Mississippi River, kind of the symbol of heading west. Once you cross that bridge, behold, you find yourself in Frontierland proper. And you saw those construction walls right there. That is where the old shooting gallery used to be, the old Frontierland shooting arcade. If I'm not mistaken, every Frontierland has one. We still have one back in the original Disneyland. There's still one at Disneyland Paris. As far as I know, there's still one in Tokyo, but this one has gone the way of the buffalo and is being replaced by a DVC member lounge right here, if I remember correctly, and is set to open this summer in 2025. So look forward to going in there with my friend Adam the Woo, because he's a DVC member and I don't own any timeshares. I did go to a timeshare presentation once so I could get a free plane ticket. They were like, if you come to this 30-minute presentation, we'll give you a free plane ticket. And they gave me like a $70 voucher for a plane ticket to San Francisco from LA, someplace I could just drive to. I never ended up using it. Ever since then, I don't trust any timeshares, even the Disney. Hey, you're back. Oh, you got a little Starbucks. Did you eat your croissant already? Okay, good. You don't want a hungry Allie. That would be worse than hanging out with a hungry bear. And speaking of bears, we're almost there. Look at it. The reopened Grizzly Hall. And look at that brand new sign up there for not the Country Bear Jamboree, but the Country Bear Musical Jamboree, a wild and woolly good time. And look at Big Al front and center up there. That's what I like to see. Look at this new sign right out here. Critics rave, don't hibernate on this one, go. I'll show the whole pack will love. It'll have you growling in the aisles. Now, so far, I haven't heard many reviews like this from some of my friends who've been on this attraction. I don't know if it's the new songs or costumes or whatever. I've tried to tune that all out, pun very much intended, because my feeling is that it was just as likely we could have lost Country Bears altogether, and it's probably better that we have new songs and an updated show than nothing at all. I mean, what would Frontierland be here at the Magic Kingdom if it was bare of bears? I think if that happened, I could barely stand it. All right, we're just waiting until the next show, which is coming up in about 12 minutes or so. So Allie's gonna finish her drink. Look at this new poster here on the other side, starring Henry, Wendell, Teddy Barra, Trixie. Everybody's still here, only one name has changed, and that's old Liver Lips McGraw. He's now Romeo McGraw. All right, new name and a new haircut to boot. Oh, that feels so good being back in the lobby. And look at all the memorabilia in here. Whoa, I didn't expect them to go the extra mile and actually change the lobby. It's nice to see those bear claw scratches still on the floor, but look at this. It's like sort of relics from their recording sessions. Look at the Country Bear Musical Jamboree sign down there. Here's their wooden metronome used in the rehearsal studio. I like their record right there. There's a little section of log, Ernest's old fiddle, and that's just one display case. There are several display cases in here. Look at this one back up here with the electric guitar. Look at Big Al's old vest. Says it's worn on his most recent farewell tour. You got cameras, you got Trixie's glasses in there. I do love that the portraits of all the bears created from the concept artwork before they opened the ride are still here. And look at this, another display case with Oscar's original teddy bear, Fred's first mouth harp picked up from his dad. I like that it's like a lot of backstory on the bears. Look at Teddy Barra's heirloom family jewelry. Got some of these washboard and cider jugs here for Ted. Grizzly Hall's opening day newspaper. That's the number one thing I'm a fan of. Over rides, over parades, over shows, even over the movies, is that sort of immersive theming. So from what I've seen so far, I'm happy, I'm impressed. I love that they added all of this stuff in here. Oh man, look at this. I love this display case over here. Has got some of the Country Bears awards. Got some ephemera in there. You've got Trixie's self-published book over here. Looks like we have some magazine coverage on the Country Bears and a whole lot of fan mail in this case. Oh, look at those awards right there. Yeah, the Golden Swing for Teddy Barra. I love it. It's introducing a whole new generation to the characters. Sort of gives you a little bit more to do in the pre-show than just stare at their portraits on the wall. I like it a lot. Now let's just hope the music's good. Oh, in that first case, I didn't even see this at first. Look at that. It's a set list they wrote down on a Hungry Bear restaurant napkin, which of course is the restaurant that was right next to the Country Bear Jamboree at Disneyland. The one here at Magic Kingdom was the original one. They did have one at Disneyland for a long time. It's now replaced with the Winnie the Pooh Dark Ride. Now this one's technically been replaced by a new show, but at least, like I said, the Country Bears are still here. All right, here we go. I feel like there's gonna be a mad rush for seats. The new show is open. The new show is open. Oh, yes. We're back in Grizzly Hall. This is so awesome. And look at that. Melvin, Buff, and Max are still here on the wall. My best friends. This is so exciting. Thank you, Max.
Taking our picture. Make sure you get our good side.
Okay.
Which side is that? The one mounted to the back of this wall.
Obviously, I'm not going to film the whole show because I'm here to watch it. I want to experience it. But we'll see some snippets.
Our show's almost ready to begin. So just choose a row
And sit your bare bottom down.
No, choose a row and slide all the way across. Just make sure you stop when you reach the end, or you might be watching from the floor.
Better than watching from the wall.
Oh, heck, I kinda like it up here.
Oh, yeah, dude. It's a full house right now. There are people behind us. Oh, my gosh. This is it.
Like a good crowd today.
Yeah.
Okay, everybody, now we're ready to start. Give us a little intro there, Gomer. Welcome to the one and only original Country Bear musical jamboree. Here, boys!
Yes. Oh, they're still there. This warms my heart.
It's a Country Bear musical jamboree.
Yes.
Rockin' toward Captain Jubilee, the musical jamboree.
They still sound pretty good.
Oh, Bunny, Bubbles, and Beulah are still here. Oh yeah, the music's a little different. Oh my gosh. This is awesome. Definitely not what I expected, but my friends seem to like it. Oh, that is cool. Oh, there he is. Romeo McGrowl. They're all Disney songs. That's cool. I like his haircut, man. I gotta say. Wow. Dude, I don't hate it. I don't hate it at all. Oh, there's Ernest over there. Fiddling his little heart out. I love that. Supercalifragilistic. Expialidocious.
Yeah, he's on fire today.
I agree. smoking hot. I love Oh, and look who's coming down. It's swinging Teddy Barra. How cool is that?
I can open your eyes, take you under by wonder, a whole new world.
Dude, that was so funny.
Y'all swing by and see me sometime.
I would, but I'm scared of heights.
And I'm scared of swings.
You know, it might surprise you to learn that our next performer is still an eligible bachelor.
Is it the clumpy way he walks?
Or the grubby way he talks.
Or the pear-shaped, square-shaped weirdness of his feet? And though we know he washes well, he always ends up sort of smelly.
But you'll never meet a fella who's as sensitive as sweet. Everyone's been a fixer-upper, that's what it's all about. Run with each other, raise yourself and round us out. Everyone's been a fixer-upper when push comes to shove. The only fixer-upper fixer that'll fix a fixer-upper is true. True, 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 true love.
No. No.
Remember me. Oh, I had to say
Okay.
goodbye. Remember me. Just don't let it make you cry. Too sad. I can't go home. Now, how about we do one of my favorites? You've got a friend in me.
Oh man, look at that. Sammy's down on the ground now instead of in his hat. Sammy the raccoon. He's still here. I thought they would have forgot about him.
You got a friend in me. Hey, gang, hit it!
Sick. Big finale. Oh, of course.
Simple bad necessity.
How perfect. Oh, awesome. Bare necessities. That's why a bear can rest at ease with just the bare necessities of life. Oh, here she comes. Teddy Barra.
The bees are buzzing in the trees to make some money just for me. The bare necessities of life will come to you. They'll come to you.
Oh.
Forget the look. Get a bear press.
Well, folks, this concludes our show. What do you say, Sammy?
I say, y'all come back, yeah?
Okay, dude, that was awesome. What the heck was everybody talking about that was talking smack? Yes, I love the original. I love the classic. I wish it could have stayed forever.
Please return.
But I've got to tell you, that was fantastic.
We hope that you'll be coming back again.
That was really good. Gotta get out of here with the crowd. Squeeze over here into Pecos Bills. I really gotta get out here so I can find out what Allie thought, because I couldn't even look away from the stage.
I didn't think it was that bad. I thought it was pretty good and it was fun.
I know everybody kept like saying, I don't like it, I don't like the new show.
Yeah.
But not only were all the songs like Disney songs, they were all familiar. All your favorite characters were in there. I didn't mind the new Romeo McCrowley. I actually liked his haircut. I thought that was pretty cool. Maybe I'll do that to my hair again. Of course, I was right when I turned the camera off. Allie said she liked that Big Al had the same vibe, that it wasn't the same song, but they still kept the same vibe of, basically of all the characters. Teddy Barra coming down, Trixie in there. I knew they were changing all the songs because they were all old country songs, and of course, there's licensing to pay for Disney, so I knew they were gonna use all either original songs or Disney songs. And Big Al, I'm gonna be honest, was the thing I was the most worried about. Like, how is Big Al gonna be funny without his blood on the saddle? And if you'd have just told me that he was doing Remember Me from Coco, I'd be like, oh, that's not gonna be any good, but they pulled it off. I think they did a magnificent job. Honestly, I'm old school. I like when they keep things old school forever. That's my instinct. I was pleasantly surprised. I was happy.
Yeah.
You liked it, right?
Yeah, I thought it was pretty good.
See, it's pretty good. Oh, and trust me, I'll tell you when I think something's dumb. I think that might be one of the best changes to anything, if you have to make changes, that Disney has done in a long time. Like, I loved Splash Mountain, especially here at Walt Disney World. I had so many good memories there. The closing day of Splash Mountain, which I was here for with my buddy Adam the Woo, was one of the most fun days I've ever had in a Disney park. I know times change, things change. Disney needs new rides and new themings for ever increasing and expanding audiences and attendance. But I was sad that that changed. I think taking out the Rivers of America, spoiler alert, is not good. Yeah, we'll talk about that more later, but I am not in favor. I think it's a big mistake they'll regret. I think it'll go down in history as a big mistake. I'm very happy I don't have to add the Country Bears to that list. I actually like this show. I think once you get used to it and you know all the songs and the beats and the jokes, I'll be just as attached to this as I was to the old show. Dude, I did not expect to be so stoked. I am happy right now. Woo! Let's see if it'll be 2 for 2, because next up, we're going to try and get on another attraction that I have yet to experience, if it's open, because I don't see any logs going down there, because I still have yet to ride Tiana's Bayou Adventure, which is indeed temporarily closed. All new rides get plagued with shutdowns, especially the more sophisticated the technology is. There are very sophisticated new school animatronics in there, and it looks like something is not operating at the moment, but if it reopens, we should be able to get on. We have a pass. We have the power to board a log. I've been waiting for the Disney World version, not only because it was the first one that opened, but also because we can sit side by side in there, and I just kind of wanted to experience that together with Allie, since we didn't get to experience the Disney World closing of Splash Mountain together. It's so weird seeing Tony Baxter yesterday, and now looking up there, Chickapin Hill is no more. It's now Tiana's very lumpy Bayou Adventure. Okay, in the meantime, since literally nothing else is going on and I had no other plans until that was complete, I'm hungry, I'm starving. Seeing that hungry bear napkin reminded me that I am one hungry little bear myself. I don't know, I've never called myself a little, that was weird. I'm more like a big papa bear actually, and I'm growling. My stomach is growling up a storm. Since I'm saving Tom Sawyer Island for its own special video. Actually, I was here last year and recorded every inch of Tom Sawyer Island because I just had a feeling like, you know, this place is going to be around forever. I'm talking before the big announcement at D23, and I never finished editing that video before I saw the announcement because I was going to compare it to the Disneyland one, the original one. See, I'm so hungry, I'm stuttering, and it's probably for the best that I didn't, because now, knowing that it's going to close, it'll bring a new meaning to just going over there and exploring Tom Sawyer Island. So that is definitely going to happen. I'm going to be here for about 2 or 3 weeks. I'm excited to do everything I possibly can in all 4 parks at Walt Disney World, but for the moment, let's just get some food. And then fingers crossed, I can see what I think of Tiana's Bayou Adventure finally. All right, when I'm alone, my favorite place to eat in the Magic Kingdom is definitely Pinocchio's Village House over in Fantasyland, but when I'm with Allie, we gotta cruise back over to Liberty Square, because that's where her favorite place for us to eat together is, just back over yonder, behind the Liberty Bell riverboat, just tucked away back over here across from the Haunted Mansion. It's the Columbia Harbor House. Not only does Allie love New England, she really wants to go back there. She always says she'd want to live there, but I feel like 2 or 3 days of winter ice and she'd probably change her mind and want to go back to Southern California. She also likes nautical themes. Allie was a huge fan of the Pirates of the Caribbean movies growing up. She wanted to grow up to be a pirate captain. Instead, she just married one. And this place usually has very good gluten-free food for me. And of course, look at all this other stuff here. You got fish and chips and shrimp and salmon and all kinds of stuff for everybody else with normal guts. So let's go in, get some grub real quick. See that? It's full of nautical theming. Everything looks like it's either part of an old tall ship, an old sailing ship, or was made from pieces of it, or is an old tavern next door to an old sailing ship. You have everything from oars and ship's wheels and ship's lanterns, model ships, to those figureheads up there, carved figureheads everywhere. It's beautiful, and look at that, the Columbia Harbor House. Look at that beautiful American Eagle up there. Yes, just cool atmosphere. Like I said, my thing is immersive theming. I find stuff like this just as exciting as I do the rides. And I have to admit, I enjoy a little nautical nonsense myself. The best part about the Columbia Harbor House, though, is that it's 2 stories. They have an upstairs, which means they have plenty of seating. We can usually actually find a table here together, and when we're really, really lucky, and when it's not too busy, we can usually snag a seat in our absolute favorite spot, which is right over here on this bridge. This top floor part actually crosses over the walkway between Liberty Square and Fantasyland out the window, which means while you're eating over here, you can people watch everybody cruising around the Magic Kingdom. Look at that. What a view. What a view. If I ever got any more tattoos, the Columbia Harbor House compass that's over there on the trash cans would have to be among them. Oh, there it is, the best food in the parks. You gluten eaters are missing out on these. Barnacles. We just checked the app, and unfortunately, Tiana's is still down for the moment. The one day where I could totally get a lightning lane and go straight on it, it is closed. Just my luck. This gives us a chance to walk back to the lockers. Oops, there's not the stairs. There's not the stairs? Who says it like that? Here are the stairs. Apply a little more sunscreen and cruise through a little more Magic Kingdom. Oh, we have emerged into Fantasyland. Oh, and for me, it's all the little details in the Disney park. Like, look at some of these, like that trade signs or guild signs. And the metal work up here around that lamp. It's all those little thematic details that add up to make such a big difference. The Disney difference. Like all the little weather vanes in Fantasyland that are themed. Here's the thing. Our main mission today was to check out the new Country Bear Musical Jamboree and to check out Tiana's Bayou Adventure. Normally, I'd be stressing out like, man, I gotta get those 2 things done. That's my mission. That was my plan. But with this series of random land adventures out here at Disney World this time, I have another mission. In fact, this is my whole year's mission, to go with the flow a little bit more. To relax and take things in as they happen. See what I'm talking about? That ironwork right there? Fantastic. And so today, whatever happens, happens. Look at It's a Small World over here. I love that this little portion of Fantasyland at the Magic Kingdom still has that medieval tent look, like the original Fantasyland at Disneyland had. It was built that way mostly due to budget considerations at the time when it came to Disneyland, but the cool thing is, like, It's a Small World over here. You know, they got this medieval tent frontage, but then they still have those wonderful Mary Blair worldscapes, those sort of buildings and everything that are the facade at Disneyland. They're just undercover here out of the rain, and look how colorful they are. So you almost get 2 facades for It's a Small World. I love that. Oh, and then look at that. Captain Hook's pirate ship, the Jolly Roger's, right up there as a weather vane. And look at all the lightning rods. Can you see that on every building? So many lightning rods. Because as you know, down here in Florida, there's quite a lot of weather. The question is never whether there's going to be weather, it's whether the weather will be bad. And the answer is at least 2. It is so fantastic. I'm so stoked that I'm here for a couple of weeks because I just want to look at everything up close and in detail, just appreciate all the little secrets and details. They're so plentiful in the Magic Kingdom. Roam all over Tom Sawyer Island. I'm just really looking forward to every day ahead of us on this adventure. Well, let's not save our excitement for what's coming up. Let's get excited about what's going on now. And also, let's move a little quicker up to the front of the park. We gotta get to that locker. Trust me, it's better if you skip ahead. You don't want the trouble of navigating these parade crowds with us. Popped out of the castle. So that's where everybody's been. Thank goodness the Magic Kingdom has those extra rings around the hub. It's a little more navigable. Woo, busy, busy, busy. I was just thinking, you know how I told you I went on Tom Sawyer Island last year and I was filming sort of every inch of it. I still have that footage in a folder on my computer with the footage of the chapeau that I was filming last year. One of my favorite Magic Kingdom secrets is that the old chapeau, the old hat shop at the end of Main Street, used to be themed to Summer Magic, one of my favorite live action Walt Disney films of the old, Walt Disney era. And that was the set of buildings right here in this back corner, this very little tiny corner of Town Square around the corner from Main Street. There's still a Summer Magic reference though, because on the window of the Emporium, it says proprietor Ash Popham, who of course was a character from Summer Magic. And if you've never seen that film, I'm assuming it's on Disney Plus. It is absolutely one of my favorites. Like everything Walt Disney was about, so dear to my heart, and Summer Magic. Those two movies, you combine those together, that was very Walt's heart, you know? All right, we're cruising back to the locker. We stashed some stuff in there because we do have tickets for the late night event, the after hours event, at the end of the day here at Magic Kingdom, which I hope I'll be able to bring you along to, hence the other camera, and why I'm avoiding some of the attractions now, because we'll get on them later tonight. If you ever wondered where the lockers are at Magic Kingdom, they're right out here, outside those tunnels, right in front of Main Street Station. You just hook a right, and over here in the corner, you get your wheelchairs and locker rentals. Check that out. The best place to stash your stuff. And the cool thing is this locker room in here is air conditioned. Oh, look at this. My friend Wade gave me this weird like energy drink liquid stuff you put into your water bottle. Here, yeah, just pour this in here. Get a little flavored water. It's clear though. I kept expecting it to turn purple since it's grape. Extra caffeine. Dude, that is so good. It tastes like a freaking popsicle right there. I like coffee, but it's like too muggy for coffee right now. I just want water, but I want caffeine. So it's perfect. I already forgot what the brand name was of that. I'm sure my buddy's got some more he can hand me later on today. Good. I just want to keep drinking this all day. Better than soda, you know. No sugar in this bad boy. Oh, there's Belle and the Beast over there. I'd stop and look at them, but this is a walkway, not a standway. They're glorious, aren't they? It's crazy how long Festival of Fantasy has been here. Disney World keeps their parades forever. Man, I wish Elsa would give us a little cool breeze. It is definitely warm out here today. Definitely warm. Well, Tiana is still down. So it looks like we still got to kill a little time. And as much as I love the Festival of Fantasy parade, I think Tomorrowland is calling my name. I have a spare Lightning Lane selection I think I just might take advantage of. So as much as I love fire-breathing dragons, I think we are overdue for a ride today. So I'm gonna have to tear myself away from, dude, how sick is that? A freaking fire-breathing dragon. It's hard to walk away from, that's for sure. But if anything could pull me away with pleasure, it's the idea of a Lightning Lane for the Disney World version of Space Mountain. Whoa, 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 whoa! What the heck? Look at that! The jets are missing from on top of the People Mover. I didn't know that was gonna be a thing. The Astro Orbiter isn't just closed, it's freaking gone. A friendly cast member just overheard me saying that and said, yeah, it's expected to be back this summer. So it looks like they took it completely off of the top of the People Mover and the launching pad over there. And they're working on it off premises. That's crazy. I didn't know they could just pull it off like that. That's insane. Speaking of the People Mover, my all-time favorite ride that has disappeared from Disneyland. Definitely our old school original People Mover. The Walt Disney World version is nice. It is one of my favorite rides on the planet. And nothing can quite match the original in my heart, you know, like nothing can quite get me there. But I love the People Mover here. I'm stoked that at least the People Mover is still open. Gotta hit that later. That is wild, dude. I just never expected that to just not be up there. That's so weird. It became the Astro Orbiter in 1994. Before that, it was known as the Rocket Jets. Had a totally different rocket design that you would ride in up there. If you don't know what I'm talking about, it's like those spinning, swirling rockets. You take this little gantry ride up there, and then you spin around high above Tomorrowland. They used to do that at Disneyland as well, but we got the Astro Orbiter now too, and it's in front of Tomorrowland. And I only bring that up because when they took ours away from the top of the People Mover like that and moved it to the front of Tomorrowland, they actually put a brand new separate ride there and left the original mechanics up there. So on top of the People Mover today in Disneyland, or what was the People Mover, you have the old husk of the mechanics of what was our Astro Jets up there. So I just didn't know they could take the whole thing off like that. That's crazy. I'm sorry, that's a little niche. I know, I wasn't expecting that. Oh, we're getting close now. Look at the People Mover gliding above all those people and the solar-powered palm trees of the future. Look at those things. Oh, that's a beautiful sight. So much motion here in Tomorrowland. I wish they would fix the other Tomorrowland back home. Because whenever I come to Magic Kingdom, I'm like, yes, that's what we need. People movers moving around. I miss the sky buckets. I never got to experience them here at the Magic Kingdom. I just miss all that motion, you know, people movers, sky buckets. Back home, even our Autopia is like obscured by trees now. And as much as shade is deservedly beloved here at Magic Kingdom. I love that you can still peer down into the speedway over here and see all that motion, right? People mover cars moving, Autopia cars moving. Well, not Autopia, the Tomorrowland Speedway cars here moving around. But look at all that motion. That's what makes it feel like the world of the future. And then, of course, when the Astro Orbiter is spinning up there, that's just one more layer of motion. That's the great thing about Tomorrowland. All that motion, all that whizzing around. Speaking of whizzing around, there is no better spot to get your whiz on than the Space Mountain restrooms over there. And then after you're done with that, get on Space Mountain and go for a ride. This is the original Space Mountain. It opened up on January 15th, 1975, which means now in 2025, it's its 50th anniversary year. We just missed the 50th anniversary day by a couple of weeks. In the last few years, they've gotten very, very strict about filming on this ride because people have dropped some phones and selfie sticks and gimbals and things. Sadly, I don't think you can ride with us. Still one of my favorite attractions. Gotta pop in here. Hey man, I gotta do something till Tiana opens up. Man, that's crazy that this ride is 50 years old. It's crazy that Magic Kingdom is more than 50 years old now. 54 this year. That is wild. Time flies. I mean, not that I'm as old as Magic Kingdom, but when I was a kid, that was still very much like the new park, right? Crazy. Just goes to remind me that I'm an old, decrepit, old Dick Van Dyke and Mary Poppins as that old man style old man now. Dang, and we've been having Random Land adventures in Walt Disney World for 10 years now too. That is crazy. I love that I woke up this morning fully expecting and intending to just spend my time in Country Bears and Tiana's Bayou, and that was going to be it. Going to keep it simple. Here I am in Space Mountain for some reason. I'm not complaining. I like Space Mountain. I like this Space Mountain best. You just never know where life is going to take you, and you never know where you're going to end up on a Random Land adventure. I love all the weird, freaky little space dioramas right there. There's sort of practical reflection, sort of Pepper's ghost effects. It's the theming, man. I love the theming. Hey, it's us. It's Earth. Or is it? All right, gang. This is it. We are about to board our rocket and head off into the stars. See you on the other side. Space, the final frontier. Did you know that in space, depending on how loud you're doing, everyone can hear you scream? Whoa! Oh my goodness! Oh! I've heard of shake, rattle, and roll, but never space rattle and roll! Oh yes, look at that! Now that is a fun pic right there. I have now something like 10 years worth of pictures of me taking a nap on Space Mountain. Oh my gosh, that was so fun. I remember while they were building Tron, the new Tron coaster out here, they actually had you exit out the back of Space Mountain and you walked around behind the attraction for a while, which was pretty crazy. The other thing is, before they built Tron, this used to be a speed ramp. You used to have basically a moving sidewalk right here. And it's crazy now that it's been gone for so long that some people don't even know that it used to be here. That was a lot more convenient and a lot speedier than the current trudge outwards. But dang, that's a lot of fun. By the way, I am adhering to the new rules, even though I don't like them, but you know, it's not all about me. So if you see footage of Space Mountain when I'm at Magic Kingdom, because I'm pulling it out of old videos that I've already done, just for fun. Luckily, there's an archive of like, I don't know, 10 years worth of little Space Mountain clips that came before the ban. I love this. I love these future dioramas over here. I mean, I know they're old, they're outdated, they're very 90s in a way. It's sort of cool, it's sort of cute that they're still here, all the little robots. I love that dining area right there. I love that lamp. I love lamp. I love lamp. Dude, Tiana's is still closed. Previous years, I'd be like all stressed, like, come on, that's all I wanted to do. Now I'm like, whatever, you just go with the flow. There's plenty to do in the Magic Kingdom without it. It's just funny because I'm so bad at video titles and descriptions. The thing I hate the most. I'm horrible at it. And you know, you always see these clickbait titles on YouTube videos, like, we're gonna see everything in Magic Kingdom. You see like an hour of walkways or something. Just, you know, I never know. Like, I don't want them to be clickbaity, but I don't want them to be too, like, boring sounding. I'm just bad at it. Today I was all excited, like, oh, it's gonna be easy, you know? It'll be like, I finally rode Tiana's Bayou Adventure. Now it's gonna be, I finally saw the new Country Bears. Because that's basically the only part of the mission that we accomplished. Look at these mannequins right here. Oh my gosh. They remind me of Kenner Silverhawks toys from the 80s. That's a deep cut. I apologize for that. That's a bit of a deep cut there. Wow, look at the Tron figures. Dang. Easily, and this is just my opinion. You don't have to agree with me. In fact, you're welcome to disagree as hard as you want. Easily the world's most boring film franchise ever. My dad loves Tron. People 10 years older than me and older than that love Tron. They're like, Tron! I don't know what it is. It never gelled with me, I guess. I was never a big Tron person. And even with the more exciting, more, you know, high-tech remakes, just never been into it. I mean, I have seen it a bunch. These are cute, though. The Super 7 little light cycles and the little figures inside. Those are cute. And the ride is fun. It's a good addition to the Magic Kingdom, especially because it took some pressure off the line for Space Mountain over in Tomorrowland. Except that it's basically a carbon copy of the one in Shanghai, and it was clearly designed for smaller on average bodies than the ones you find in the United States of America. Like, for example, I'm 6 feet, and that ride is incredibly painful for me. Good thing it is very, very, very short, which is what most people criticize it for. I'm happy when it's over. It's a good ride though, all around. I'm glad they added it here. I hope if they ever duplicate it in any other parks though, they'll adjust the ride vehicles to be a little more comfortable and make the attraction a little bit longer in duration, because it is pretty short. Well, I'm at a loss now. I have absolutely no idea what to do with myself until Tiana reopens, so we're gonna cruise back here down this walking path that goes underneath the queue for Tron. This was also closed for years and years when they built this ride, and now you can finally reconnect to Fantasyland via Storybook Circus. Pretty stoked on that. Just about to say, if there's one thing I like doing at Walt Disney World, it's walking, and then I realized all you do is walking. I don't mean walking down Main Street with all those crowds. That's the bad kind of walking. But what I mean is when you get to anywhere where you can actually walk, like go at your full stride and not dodge people, you have an open walkway like this, it feels like such a joy. Like, ah, what a fun walk. There's enough room to swing several cats. And look at this. It is very cool and exciting that you got that ride overhead like that. And I can hear the train. I can't see it. It's inside of there, I think. It's blocked off from us. That's so cool. We keep meeting cast members here who keep telling me, oh my gosh, I love your videos. I've been watching since middle school. That was middle school right there. Earlier we met a guy who was like, I've been watching since 6th grade and I work here now. I told you I'm old. Oh wow, that was quick. Look at that. We popped right out of Tomorrowland and Tron and bam! Back in Storybook Circus. I made the path feel shorter than it used to feel. I don't know why they grew up the bushes and put that wall back there to block the train off from view of the walkway. It seems to me like this would be such a great spot to put benches over here and you could watch the trains go by. Oh, I forgot benches aren't in the budget anymore. All right, well, I don't want to explore all of Storybook Circus today because we have several more weeks to go. And I feel like this adventure somehow has already gotten quite lengthy. So you know what, since we're over here anyways, I'm thinking maybe we should just ride the train around to the other side of the park and hopefully we'll be able to squeeze Tiana in after all, if it reopens. I mean, at least if we get back over to Frontierland, we can ask somebody, you know? 99% of the time, the cast members won't tell you anything. They're not supposed to. It's not their fault. But at least if they know it's going to be down for the whole day, then they usually will tell you, like, look at, I don't know, man. Oh, here it comes. Here comes the train. I love hearing that beautiful whistle. It's the steam whistles for me, right? And the bells. Not just the train, but also the steamboats. Even though they run technically on oil/diesel, they're still steam powered, still have a boiler on them. The Walter E. Disney. How fantastic is that? I'm sure when Roy and the team at Disney named this train after Walt, he was smiling up on them from the clouds. All right, all aboard. Dude, I would love to ride up in the locomotive on this thing. There's a bucket list dream.
gracias. Next up is a place that's always ahead of the curve, and not just because we're on a straightaway.
Dude, I love the view outside the berm, sort of outside of the park, from Walt Disney World's Railroad. Look at the Contemporary over there, Bayou Tower, and I'm really liking getting this breeze. Look at that. You can see the cars going by, the buses, there's the monorail holding up there on the tracks.
I can't thank you enough for spending part of your
Love this train.
And I hope you've enjoyed.
Wish they had trains connecting all the resorts. That'd be so cool. Got a lovely view of backstage through the bushes over there. And then, of course, Main Street Station. Look at that. The Seven Seas Lagoon again. Oh, a floral Mickey down below us. Gorgeous out here today. Warm, but gorgeous. Dude, it's like I spent too much time procrastinating for getting on Tiana, and now it's like they're punishing me. Like, oh, you want to ride Tiana now, huh? Well, maybe it'll happen, maybe it won't. It's like they're doing it on purpose to me.
Welcome aboard, folks. We're beginning a grand circle tour of the Magic Kingdom, with stops along the way in Frontierland and Fantasyland. Sit tight and keep your hands, arms, feet, and legs well inside the train. We're currently departing Main Street Station. And if you're missing those friendly faces already, not to worry. On this train, it's never goodbye. It's always see you real soon.
Alright, this might be as close to seeing Tiana as we get today. The train is about to go through Tiana's Bayou Adventure.
She made me promise.
This might be our only view.
You're in Flightland Station, everyone, so sit tight.
Oh, are we going to see it? There it is. Oh, they're dancing.
Watch your step now. This is Frontierland Station.
Oh, man. I hope that wasn't it, but this view here, it's not filling me with confidence, that's for sure. The squeaking of the wheels. They say the squeaking of the wheel gets the oil.
All clear.
Ooh, not at Frontierland. All right, we're disembarking here to Frontierland Station because we might as well go ask. Because if it's going to be shut the entire day and they're willing to tell us, hey, might as well know now than keep walking around just sort of hoping. I won't be heartbroken if we can't go today. We'll be here for a while. I'm more heartbroken about this. Big Thunder Mountain is closed for the entire year of 2025 for a major overhaul. That's what's up with the huge crane that's been in the sky this entire adventure of Big Thunder Mountain, especially the late night events. There would never be a line for that. You could just ride Big Thunder over and over. It's the best. Oh yeah, look at that. There's nobody down here. I'm not hopeful. At least we might find out some information. Man, it's funny. All that time I wasn't riding it. I was sitting at home. I was like, I'm not in a hurry. It's only once they tell you you can't ride that I'm just like, oh, now I want to. Uh-oh, what'd they say?
I asked if they were going to be open at all, and she said, I don't know, we're working on it.
Oh, that's probably a no. That is, I'm going to take that as a no. That's like a cast member no. You know, I don't know, we're working on it. Allie just said it looked like Tiana wasn't moving when we looked out of the train windows. I think that happens all the time. I think she's constantly like stuck in a state of surprise from what I've seen. I haven't remained completely spoiler free on that one. And I'm guessing it's not going to happen today. So you lived the disappointment with us. I didn't want to get you all excited for nothing. I really genuinely thought we were going to get in there. At least we can check out the Critter Co-op. I still haven't seen that since it was the old Briar Patch store over here. Here we got some of Tiana's ingredients for her food. And what's going on in here? I like the Raised Berets shop they did in Anaheim. They did a really good job of that. But oh, this is sad. This is the first time I've been in here since they removed all the thorns and took out all the Brer Rabbit theming. Brer Rabbit's little home was in here. I do like all the new stuff. Like, look at all the little lightning bugs over here. Oh, that's cute. I didn't know that they sold the little lightning bug jars. Okay, that is adorable. Absolutely adorable right there. Little fireflies. And this is all cute. I love the little glowing bugs up there, all the little lights, and Nice and air conditioned. They got lots of nice Tiana merch, lots of little stuffed critters over there. Oh my gosh, and Allie just told me that they have a hot sauce in here. Mama Odie's hot sauce roasted pepper. If there's one thing I like more than jalapeno and habanero hot sauce, it's any kind of Cajun hot sauce or seasoning. I've got high hopes for this. This is coming home with me. And look at this over here. They got Dookie Chase's gumbo base meat seasoning. They even got the fried chicken seasoning. And here she is right here. Leah Chase. Dookie herself. And it is Dookie. We looked it up because I didn't want to call somebody Dookie if that was not the correct pronunciation. As much as I love that album, you don't want to just walk around calling people Dookie. I like the theming, but this is making me miss good old Brer Rabbit. I wonder where he is now. Off on adventures, I guess. Oh, look at this. Under the hearth, under the portrait of Tiana with some of her animal friends. They got the pot a-boiling down there. Look at that. Dude, that actually looks like it would be so good. Except the license plate. I don't think we need the license plate, but the peppers. Oh, onions, onion, carrot. Okay, we did a whole video at Disneyland looking for, like, the bargain toys. And some of the best toys, the best souvenirs you can get as a kid that are sort of in, you know, in the lower budget range are these ride vehicle toys. And look at this one. That is so cute. I just wish they had offered a Splash Mountain one like this, you know, in the final days of it. That is so cute right there. I'm going to wait until I've actually been on the ride before I buy that. I don't want to be a poser. Still, it looks cute. I'm so disappointed in a way because I wanted to end with like the big grand finale. We did it! We got on board the ride! And it looks like that is definitely not going to happen now. As you can see, the shadows are getting long. The sun is going down in the old west. I can't even jump on Big Thunder Mountain. Instead, as an alternative to old Tiana's over here. I know people have been complaining. It's been down frequently. I know that's a common complaint. I was hoping we'd be some of the lucky ones that didn't have to deal with the technical issues. Although, like I said, we have tickets for the late night event tonight. If all goes according to plan, you'll be joining us for that, I hope, in the next adventure. I don't even know that they open Tiana's for the late night events, but hey, maybe we'll get lucky. You never know what could happen. Look at how beautiful Big Thunder looks without people crawling all over it. It's actually kind of gorgeous. Look at all the mining equipment, all the theming here. You don't normally get a chance to really look at because you're getting hurried along and there's crowds of people. It's gorgeous. Gosh, I'd love to have one of these signs here. Once they don't need them anymore, one of these temporary construct. I love signs from the park. They're so hard to get though. Look at that. Questions or concerns may be addressed to interim foreman. You be patient. Same thing goes for Tiana's Bayou Adventure, I guess, today. All right, well, at least we saw the new Country Bear show, which I think we might actually go watch again. Maybe walk around and get some dinner. We're gonna wait for the late night event to start. Guess we'll see you then, and if not, see you on the next adventure from Walt Disney World. You hear that? Oh, can you imagine a world without that beautiful sound and this beautiful view? No, I cannot imagine it. They're gonna add all this. Well, we'll talk about that later. We're gonna be here for a couple weeks. Like I said, we're gonna have all kinds of adventures, some now and then history adventures. We're gonna be on rides, talk about some Disney World secrets, talk about some things that are coming up over here, some of the expansions, get our full tour of Tom Sawyer Island, one of the loveliest places at the Magic Kingdom. It feels like you're in a whole separate world. So there's a lot coming up ahead. But as for now, my friends, I think this particular adventure is over. We've done our duty. Do me a favor, check all the links down below in the description. I'll wait till the end of the video to ask you to do that. I don't want to keep interrupting the video. Hey, smash the like and stuff. But it really does help if you could hit that thumbs up and do the subscribe thing. Maybe leave a nice friendly comment underneath. Maybe tell me what you think of the new Country Bears, the new Tiana's Bayou Adventure. And in the meantime, I guess now that I've said all that, I ask you to check out those links down below, including our Patreon, which is how we do everything that we're able to do. I've done my duty too. And now I can hotel, sleep well, and see you all next time. Bye-bye. made it. You made it all the way to the very end of the video. You are my favorite kind of person. You are a special little friend. And as a reward, we're doing a little giveaway here. I didn't grab any pins today, but since the video ended up being Country Bear themed and we came in for a second showing of it, we decided to grab a set of all 8 of the new Country Bear pressed pennies. Look, they're getting pressed right there, hot off the presses. And if you go over to my Instagram, which is at Justin Scarred, 2 R's, not 1 R, not Justin Scared, not yet, not until Halloween. Allie, we're gonna pick one comment over there. It'll be picked at random and send somebody all 8 of these pennies, and it's only gonna be one of you guys because you have to leave this at least as part of your comment on an Instagram post, whatever Instagram post we post with the Country Bears on it. And you just leave the comment over there all the way to the very end club. Just leave that in part of your comment. But tell me what you think of the new Country Bears. Tell me what you think of Romeo McGrowl. There he is right there, right on his penny. And you might be the lucky one that we send the penny to. By the way, if you entered any of the other ones, or won any of the other ones, the pins and stuff, the giveaways, they're all gonna get shipped up in the coming days here. We actually brought them all with us to Orlando because we didn't have time to ship them before we left. So we are shipping them all out to the people, and the winners have already, hopefully, DM'd Allie and given their shipping information, so you'll get that. So there you go, all the way to the very end club. You guys are the only ones that'll know. We're giving away pennies. This is weird, I keep wiggling in my seat, it's making like dolphin noises. And yes, I'm doing it on purpose. It's like that SpongeBob episode where they're saying dirty words, and it's all those dolphin noises. Never mind, all right. Here we go. Oh, look at this new poster on the other side starring Hendy. Hendy? Oh, look at this poster here on the other side starring Hendy. How am I gonna... Why do I keep saying Hendy?